Well, folks, the Wicked Witch of Georgia is back in the news today after rage quitting an interview that apparently she initiated with a reporter that she then goes into a profane tirade at over what she calls an attack piece. But actually just turned out to be a regurgitation and interpretation of Marjorie Greene's own words. And folks, it is a bit of a long clip, so bear with me, but it's worth a watch because the way Marjorie's attacks against the reporter making this attack piece play out is a bit like watching a trailer park fight where one piece of trailer trash fights itself by punching itself through the phone. I say it because, well, I don't know Marjorie's pronouns and I'll let her speak for herself.
So, yeah, I think the question has been, for a long time you've been Trump's, most outspoken ally in Congress. It feels like over the past couple weeks, you've shown a willingness to break with him, and I'm wondering just what's behind that.
I have always been President Trump's most outspoken ally. I defended the president when people that are serving in his administration were donating to Democrats and even running against him for president. And nothing has changed now. I think that it's really important. I can't underscore that enough. I ran on the exact same platform that President Trump ran on. I got elected for the exact same policies and campaign promises that President Trump got elected on. There is no break, there is no split, there is no lack of support from me to President Trump. And so this would be a narrative or a lie that you're creating or someone's asking you to create, and I will not tolerate it one single bit.
Got it. Was there how did it come about? There was some reporting, I think, early on that they asked you not to run for Senate, or his political team asked you not to run for Senate. Is there any truth to that?
No, I was not asked to not run for Senate. And those were fake polls that were put up against me. And so I reject those polls. And my decision to not run for Senate, I explained in a very lengthy post that you can go read on my X account that is my personal account and that I also use for my campaign. And none of that anywhere in my explanation or my decision making had anything to do with what you just mentioned.
Got it.
So I just want you to know how I am perceiving your interview here is more of an attack piece on me. And I don't know who is putting you up to it, and I don't know why you're writing it, but I think it's absolute bullshit. And I'm going to completely reject it. And I just want you to know, I'm warning you right now, you are going to be spreading lies about me. You're putting out a complete narrative about me that is not true. And I'm warning you not to do this.
Back to rant for a second. I'm just wondering, do you think things are going in the right direction for the White House on this decision? Do you think it's going to prove they're going to prove themselves having made the right decision or not?
I know President Trump very well. He does not want to be involved in forever foreign wars. He doesn't want boots on the ground. He doesn't want to pursue these things. I think I haven't gotten the briefings that he's gotten. Congress hasn't even received a classified briefing. We get one tomorrow. I fully support President Trump, but I'm also my own person with my own opinion, and I can speak out and say I am against being involved in foreign wars. That is what I campaigned on, just like President Trump. That's why people elected me, along with the full agenda that we promised. So there's nothing wrong with me saying that I'm against this. Half Republican voters, or even more than that, are against bombing foreign countries. They are 100% against foreign wars. So it's okay for me to say things like that. And this is America, where we're allowed to have differing opinions. And I'll go back to what I said in the first place. President Trump, he clearly likes differing opinions. He's got RFK that ran against him for president in 2024, serving as a secretary at HHS. He's got Tulsi Gabbard, who ran against him in 2020, serving in his administration, and many others. There's nothing wrong with having a difference of opinions. I fully support President Trump, and I think that his administration is doing a great job.
Have you talked to him directly about it?
I don't have to answer any more of your questions because I am sick and tired of your narrative, and I'm calling it out as complete and total bullshit.
Okay.
So we're done. No, we're done.
Bro, what the hell? Like, not her crashing out on this reporter for simply asking basic questions. All of those things have been previously reported, first and foremost. And secondly, that guy was perfectly kind, professional, and like I said, asking questions that everybody's asking. And perhaps the craziest part of the whole thing is Marjorie fucking posted this herself. This dumbass "see you next Tuesday" is simply trying to make up for the fact that Trump, like, sideswerved everyone and was Benjamin Netanyahu's best friend and then is Iran's best friend. We just made a video about how the whole attack, the whole situation was fake. And so now she's trying to Orwellianly play both sides and do the doublespeak and stay on Trump's good side while still, I don't know, sticking with her quote-unquote morals that she has, I guess, and just sitting here saying, you can't get me to admit that I disagreed with Trump, even though she says she disagreed with him. Like, sorry, I'm just going to go back to this one more time because I just think this picture says it all. This one and the one where she looks like a caveman, emphasis on the man. Petty, I know. Kenny, tone it down. It's fine. Anyway, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's okay. This picture is so great because I feel like it's how Marjorie Greene looks at everything in the world. With an outward expression of awe, but an inward just turning of the gears and smoking of the steam where nothing is sitting right. She just doesn't comprehend, doesn't understand the world as is. This is the picture, the face I think she makes when she looks at a dinosaur bone statue and she's like, how did God put all these here for us to, he's just testing our faith and oh my goodness. I know she doesn't sound like that, but God, I hate this woman with the very fiber of my being. And fuck me if that makes my reporting biased. But guess what? We're independent media here, so we can do that. We can tell you how we really feel and how stupid people really are. Because we're not beholden to corporate sponsors and FCC guidelines, although we are beholden to YouTube guidelines. All right, sorry, my rant is over. This was just a fun one for me and just something I thought was so stupid when I saw it. So do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe if you're still around, and also let me know your favorite nickname for Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I will pin my favorite as the top comment on this video. Thank you all for watching. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse. I'll see you guys in the next one.
And can you tell me why so many people that support Donald Trump love conspiracy theories, including yourself? He seems to attract lots of conspiracy theorists.
Well, let me tell you, you're a conspiracy theorist, and the left and the media spreads more conspiracy theories. We like the truth. We like supporting our Constitution, our freedoms, and America first. So,
what about Jewish space lasers? Tell us about Jewish space lasers.
No, why don't you go talk about Jewish space lasers? And really, why don't you f*** off? How about that?
Thanks. Thank you very much.